What's up, Farmstrong Nation? Another video on the tractor. I watched my video from yesterday and the shakiness was a little bit more than I thought it was going to be, so apologize for that, but I did like giving you the country filter while out on the country. So I'm taking a break to give you kind of a breakdown about resiliency because I'm cutting this hay and I'm actually cutting really fast, which is exciting. And this windrower, you guys, this swather is unbelievable. It's so exciting. I'm going to give you more of a breakdown later, but this hay crop is pretty depressing. Usually first cutting of alfalfa is our largest cutting, and I'm guessing we're going to get maybe 35% normal tons from this first cut, and it's just been a weird year, y'all. Like it's been one of those things, like if you watch my previous live videos, that the weevils got it, and then we had a really late snowstorm that the cold kind of held it back. And the weevils are interesting, right? So they were eating the leaves down, and by the time we caught it, and then it's almost like there's two crops in the field now. There's like the old crop there that kind of survived the weevils, and it's mature, it's ready to be cut, and then there's like kind of this new growth that has coming up since the weevil problem was resolved, and it's like this new crop coming in, but it's like, do we cut it now or do we wait? And we're already a little bit behind where we would be on a normal year. And so my dad and I were like, gosh, we could wait a little bit, get a little bit more tons, or we could just cut it. We got a little bit of a hay window right now, dodging some weather. And then one thing that alfalfa is it's really resilient, y'all. And if you cut it, it comes back. And if you cut it again, it comes back. We'll cut it probably about 4 times this year. And what is cool about that is that's kind of a way hay survives. Like if there's weeds in, the weeds actually, in first cutting, they'll come back and you'll see weeds in a field if you don't spray for them. Like the weeds will be there, but if you cut it, the alfalfa will actually grow back faster than the weed can, and it like chokes them out. Okay, so the alfalfa, its strength is resiliency, right? Because it'll come back, it'll keep coming back, it'll keep coming back. And so your job is just like, hey, stay consistent. And like, yeah, first cutting, not super great, y'all. Like it's not working out well. But what will happen is we'll cut it, we'll take what we got, and then it'll come back. We'll hit it with some water, and it's really easy to kind of cut your losses on first cutting because it's like, hey, there's always another cutting to come back. So here's kind of my advice for you, and that's why I'm sitting on the swather. I'm kind of getting a little bit down. I'm like, oh man, it's just like our tons are just not great, but it's going to come back, right? The hay is going to come back, and it's not all is lost. And in your life, there might be something you tried that the first attempt didn't go super well, right? Like you're like, oh, this is going to be our year. Like you can see we've invested in a new swather. It's like, oh man, we really need a great year. And first hay cutting comes around, is just not super great, right? Like, so if you got something in your life and you're like, man, I'm going to do this, a new business opportunity, a weight loss or something, maybe you're taking on something with your marriage, like you're just trying to get better at something, big project you're working on, the first try, like it just doesn't go super well. Well, are you resilient in that moment? Do you have the courage to try again? Right? Like get up the courage, do it again, come through, and then harvest it again, right? Because that second harvest might be better than your first. All right, your second attempt, it might have a better quality. It might, you can learn from your mistakes and you can just keep showing up. So that's what my advice for you today is: be resilient like this alfalfa crop, and go into the weekend kind of with that attitude. I wanted to show you this too. I don't know if you can see, Andy, cover the camera, but I've been looking at this, you guys, and I don't know if you can see, what is these warning signs? I get, don't drive like a crazy person, maybe this, but then it's like I just sitting here what is this? It's like, don't go outside and get run over. Wear your seatbelt. I get some of that, but I'm trying to get these warning signs. What are they trying me to get? Just don't get run over, and don't drive all crazy. I don't know. So if you can interpret those for me, that would be great. be resilient like this alfalfa crop. And if your first attempt didn't go super well, you know, go for a second cutting. You know, hit the reset button and do it again better next time. Guys, I hope you all grow your dreams, and I'll catch you later.